Imagine this, 2,300 homes get listed, but only 500 sell. That's only one selling for every 4.5 listed. But what's causing this gap between supply and demand? Well, let's dive into the latest Hamilton numbers and uncover what it means for you. And if you stick around to the end, we'll do a quick snapshot of Burlington as well. Hey, my name is Morgan Little. I'm a realtor here in Hamilton and Burlington, and every month I break down the latest real estate trends to help you make an informed decision. Okay, quick interruption. This video is part of an exclusive collaboration with top real estate YouTubers from across North America. We're all breaking down what's really happening in our local markets, stuff that you won't see on the news or read in some generic report. If you want the inside scoop on what's going on beyond markets in your backyard, check out all the videos linked below. These aren't just random YouTubers, they're people who know their markets inside and out. Now let's get back to the video. Now let's explore the latest update from the Realtors Association of Hamilton and Burlington for May 2025. In May, Hamilton saw 568 home sales. That's up 11% from April, but still down 13% compared to last year, and a whopping 35% below your typical May numbers. We had 1,449 new listings in the month of May, which contributed to the overall active listings of 2,356. This means the sales to new listing ratio is sitting at 39%. Essentially, that tells us it's a balanced to buyer's market, even though out here on the ground, we know it's a buyer's market, which is ironic because most of the buyers are sitting on the sidelines. And yes, I'm working with buyers every day, but these numbers do indicate that a lot of people are still sitting in hesitation. I'm curious, if this describes you, let me know below. Are you waiting on interest rates still? Are you waiting for the uncertainty due to the trade war to pass over and get back to normal? Or are you over it all and you're sitting back and waiting for that elusive market crash? The months of supply rose to 4.1, which again indicates more of a buyer's market. And homes are sitting on the market an average of 31 days, which is up over 36% year over year. So again, there seems to be a lot of opportunity for those who are ready and taking advantage of it. Now to everyone's favorite, the average price, which was just under $778,000, which is down 4.5% from the same time last year. To give you some context, if your home last year was worth about $750,000, that's about a $35,000 to $40,000 drop in value this year. Unless, of course, you're in one of the hot pockets that we'll get into in a minute. And when I talk about average price, I always like to preface this, especially for first-time home buyers who may look at that price and think that it's still out of their reach. The thing in Hamilton is that includes Dundas and Ancaster and Binbrook and Stony Creek and all these surrounding areas that can have some larger homes that may go for higher ticket prices and contribute to that overall average price. You can still get entry-level homes in the 400, 500, 600,000s. So don't let that number scare you. If you want to reach out and discuss your own personal situation, feel free to do that. There's a link below that you can use to book a call. Now, let's break it down by property type. Detached homes sat at an average of 850,000, again, including all those surrounding areas. That's down 6% year over year. Semis are holding steady with a slight increase of 2.5%. Townhomes dipped to 682,000, down almost 4%. And condo apartments, as usual, took the biggest hit to an average of 438,000, down 10%. So as you can see, semis and townhomes are really where most of the activity is happening. On either end, detached homes and condos are feeling the pinch a little more. Now, let's talk neighborhoods because not all of Hamilton is cooling down. I did a video about the best neighborhoods in Hamilton. You can watch that here. Hamilton East and Dundas are both showing tight market conditions with less than 3 months of supply, which is rare right now. That usually signals more competition and potential upward pressure on prices. Ancaster and Hamilton Mountain led the way in sales activity with 64 and 137 units sold respectively. On the flip side, Stony Creek is seeing serious inventory buildup. They have over 6 months of supply and they're seeing a 35% drop in sales since last year. One major standout is Ancaster, where the average price dropped 22% year over year. Like I mentioned, there tend to be higher priced homes there, so that's probably part of the reason. Now, a quick dip over the bridge to Burlington, where home sales saw their lowest level since 1995. But prices are still holding in some pockets. There were just 196 homes sold in May in Burlington. That's down 19% from last year. This is half of what we normally see at this time of year. Meanwhile, over 500 new listings hit the market, but the average price in Burlington is still $1.13 million. And that's down just a smidge, 2.5% year over year. Burlington is definitely an interesting micro market, and there is some opportunity for the right buyer for the right property, but you got to choose wisely. So all that being said, what should you take take away from this? Well, it really depends on your personal situation. But buyers, you have lots of options and you can take your time. And sellers, if you do really need to or want to sell right now, pricing strategically is of utmost importance. You do not want to be that listing that sits on the market gathering dust. People tend to think, what's wrong with that place? That being said, a clean, well-maintained, well-staged home is still selling, especially in the right neighborhoods. Either way, if I can do anything to help in your journey, feel free to book a call using the link below, or simply shoot me a text and I'm happy to have that chat. Till then, I'll see you on the next one.